Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for all my subscribers, this one would be a whole lot different from my typical posts. Usually I'd be posting about bags that I bought, other stuff that I bought, but this time around I am going to show you some stuff that I use for door dashing. Now I come across door dashing I think a month ago, and I thought it was a pretty neat idea because I do get bored a lot, and instead of me just driving around and shopping all day, I figured why not DoorDash so that I could pretty much eliminate my itch to go places and earn money at the same time. So today I'm just going to be showing you the kit that I bring with me every time that I dash. I only dash probably once or twice a week. It's just a side job that I just do apart from my full-time job. It pretty much, you know, provides me with a decent income. Probably just to pay for some bills, let's just say electricity, garage, whatever. So it's not something that I am planning on doing full time. So but yeah, I am an OCD, and I just like to keep things organized so that I can perform tasks much more efficient, and also so that my customers would be satisfied with the deliveries that I make. So as you can see to the left side, this is the Doordash hot bag. That's what they call it. It's pretty much like an insulated shopping bag. It's the cheap kind, but it's, you know, it's only $4, but it's not that bad. It just keeps the food warm or hot while I'm driving my way to the customers. And then this on the right side is my utility bag. So I don't really bring a huge purse with me. The designer purses that I have, I don't really use them because you would literally be hopping in and out of your car a whole lot during your shift. So I try to bring this guy, or I always bring this guy with me, because I do deliveries at night, and when I leave it at the center console, nobody can see it because it just blends in with the dark interior. So yeah, let's go through them because I've already gone through 3 minutes babbling. So like I mentioned, this is the hot bag. Pardon all the mess on the side. I just had a quick snack. But yeah, this is the hot bag. This is DoorDash. They don't provide this to you for free. You would have to buy it from them for about like $4 each. And as you can see, I do have another set, or another pair of insulated bags. They're pretty much the same as the DoorDash ones, but they're all black ones. And these are a separate purchase for the same price, but I didn't buy it from them. I bought it from Amazon. The reason for that being is that I needed extra bags, because sometimes I would find myself accepting multiple orders, and 2 bags is not enough. And sometimes when I walk into a store, there are these fancy restaurants that I just don't want to carry the DoorDash bag with me. I just tend to wear their lanyards. That's why I bought these black bags too. So here, let me just show you. So it's pretty much the same. It's just a black colored one. They're pretty decent, just for carry out. Anything heavier than probably a 6-pack of Coke and can would be too much for this guy. So yeah. So I do have these. So I have 4 hot bags total. Let's just cover that unsightly thing in the corner. So that's what I bring. And then apart from that, before I forget. I did cover this a couple of years back, and thank goodness that I dug through our stuff in the kitchen and found it again. This is what's called a muggy. M-U-G-G-I. So it's, oops. It's, there you go. There's a picture right there. This one is actually made and sold in the UK. And I know I bought this at Amazon as well. And it saved my life a whole bunch of times, because the first day that I did my dash, unfortunately, I forgot to ask them for these cup holders. These are the typical cup holders that you would see, or the ones that Jack in the Box that are like foldable ones, but only fits 2 cups. So I hate these. These are too shallow. And look at the base. It just wouldn't be sturdy enough to like sit in the car while it's moving. Even though it's inside the Doordash bag, I still do not feel at ease at all with just using this one. So what I do, especially when I have drive-through orders, I try to put all of the drinks in here. I have another set that comes in light purple, just for the purpose of just showing you what I have and what I use. So I just chose this black one. But yeah, this saved my life a whole lot, because look how sturdy it is. It even has like rubber feet. I don't even have to put them in a bag sometimes, but if I'm in a time crunch, you know, I just let it sit there. Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, I put it inside the Doordash bag, and see, it sits comfortably in there, and I could fit another 2 drinks right here on the left side. So a total of 6 drinks in one bag, and keep them hot or cold. So that's another thing, you know, you guys. If let's just say your orders come with a cold beverage, and don't combine it with the hot meal. So I tend to put the hot meal on the red one, and then the cold ones on the black. And then I just put Post-its on the bag, just to be sure if I have multiple orders, so that I would know whose order it is, pretty much. So yeah, I do get a bunch of these for my customers too. So I put their orders right here. As soon as I get to their place, I just pop them on here, and it's easier to deliver. Another trick of mine, which I will show you later, we will make use of the muggy to earn you a lot of 5 stars from your customers. It's like an added extra service for them. So yeah, so don't forget the muggy if you're willing to invest in these, especially to the long-term dashers and the full-time dashers. I think this is a good investment. You know, just order them regularly in their website or on eBay, and just wait for it to come within or to be delivered within 30 days, rather than buy it from Amazon and it's like $24. That's way too much. But yeah, okay, so that's it for this bag, I hope. The next one that I bring, like I said, is this high road utility something, whatever it's called. But I love this guy, rather than me bringing a huge bag. So as you can see, it has a slot at the top where I just slide in my card. This is the, hang on, let me just cover some numbers. The Doordash red card. I'll just keep moving it so you guys can see it really. And then I just pop it up there. But whenever I leave, I do put it in a really teeny tiny body bag that I bring with me. So that when I'm going through the drive-through, it's just an easy like pull, and then give it to the cashier, and that's it. Put it back in there. It's pretty snug in there anyways. So what I have around here is I do have my Oki with me, which is good because sometimes when I'm waiting for an order and it takes a while for them to prepare it, which pisses me off. Thank goodness I have this. I also put this one inside my body bag, but since I just came home from my dashing, I just didn't put it back in the bag, but that's where it goes. It has 4 pockets around it. So I do have a fine tip marker, regular marker, and a pen. Ugh. I know, I'm such an OCD. I'm such an OC kind of girl, but this is what works for me. So again, with the trainer, this is a lifesaver. That's for sure. I have one in my car that I've already opened. This is just an extra, but I put this on top of my floor mat so that I would avoid any spillage going to my mat, to my car, and also on my car seat. It saved me a whole bunch of times too. Especially when drinks topple over. It's not only with the drinks toppling over, it's just the condensation from the cups sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So this is a really, really good item to have in your kit. Another one is this guy, you know, just in case. And then I also have these Post-its, like I mentioned, for multiple orders. Sometimes I would just stick it in there or just write it on the bags itself. That works better. And I have this wipey little thingy because I don't use my phone for navigating and accepting orders. I typically use my iPad because it's easier to read and see the maps. I don't know if anyone else does that, but that's what I use, the iPad. And then on the side, ooh, you love this. This is the Doordash lanyard that I was talking about. And at the end of the lanyard, there was not a lobster claw, but it's just like a lobster clip. I took it off because I have my own clip. Oh God, it won't focus. But anywho, it's the S clip with the lock. I've already had this on my keychain. So instead of me lugging this huge clunky thing right here, I decided to just put my car keys and this baby right here. Lifesaver. So many times it has saved my life. I deliver at nighttime, like I said, and it's hard to find like the house numbers, apartment numbers, so I always have this with me. I'll just link this down below because I forgot what this is called. Oh God, I wish I can see it from here. Oh, it's Rovivon. I've had this for quite a while now. It does emit 500 lumens, just to give you an example. That right. Ooh, God, blinding. So that's Rovivon for you. So 2 clicks will give me 3 levels of brightness. And then 3 clicks would be the body light. And then 4 clicks would be the UV light. Okay, so I just geeked out right there. So I just wanted to show you. And this is also glow in the dark. Yeah. But anywho, there's a clip in there too. So this just helps me out a lot during deliveries. And then also when the customers doesn't have like pathway lights, it helps me out a lot too. So I always have this one clipped with my key in my lanyard. So I just put it in there, and then this side is also for my gas receipts. And then I have my chargers here. So my flashlight is a rechargeable one. The Rovivon, this is where the charger goes. and I love this. This has been with me for years. This is Squash. I think that's how you read it, but it's Squash. And it doubles into like a micro USB. Ugh, I can't even open it here. So there you go. There's the micro USB right there. And then just plop it back in to become a lightning cable or a lightning charger. And there's my car charger. So this one is just a spare. I do have one in the car that has like a double USB charging capability. And then there's another one, another lightning cable if I need it to be longer or to charge my phone and the iPad at the same time. So that's the outside. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the underside of this carry case has these Velcro, which is really good because it just latches onto the floor mat or the seat. That's why it doesn't really move a lot. It doesn't topple over pretty much. So let's go to the inside. So it's just a Velcro closure. And this is what I have in the kit. Alright, so this is like an instant 5-star rating for you. So I always carry, this is just an example. I haven't filled it up. I usually put like different kinds of stuff in there. If a customer ordered Jack in the Box or Panda Express or McDonald's, I do have different stuff in there that's from the restaurants. Salt and pepper, and even toothpicks. So I haven't refilled this guy yet, but that's what's typically in this container right here. And I make sure that I always bring it with me because restaurants sometimes tend to forget to put condiments. And it is my job to make sure that they are satisfied and that they do have condiments, because I'm a customer too, and whenever I have food delivered, I want my condiments in there, regardless if I want to use it or not, you know. So condiments, very important. I always bring extra paper towels, so I've already used most of it. But this is for just, let's just say there's too much condensation on the drinks, or I spilled something. I also carry a rag with me, which is already in my car. So that's a good thing to have. Always, always. You don't want to mess up your car by Doordashing. And then this kit right here. These are new, okay? So don't even freak out that I have hair ties right there. But those had not been used. They're brand spanking new. I do carry with me straws, extra napkins, the small and the big ones. And then this one, I just had this from last night, a paper plate from Round Table. Just in case, you know, I come across another Round Table order and they forgot to give me plates and stuff. There's also spoons and forks and knives. Yeah, I throw them in there because, like I said, sometimes these fast food restaurants are not good with putting utensils in the bag, and that just freaks me out. It happened to me wherein they just gave me 2 straws, and then the straws wrapper, the paper wrapper, got wet with the cup's condensation, and I was just like literally freaking out because I'm not about to give the customer a ripped wrapper. You know, that's unacceptable. So I had to stop by another restaurant just to grab some straws. So having a kit like this would save your life, and both of them will definitely guarantee you 5 stars unless you deliver their food late. So make sure you're on time and give them these. Okay, this is where I put my iPad as well. This is what I use for door dashing. Let me just open my app, but I'm not going to show you some stuff because I have private thingamajigs in here too. So Dasher app, there you go. So it's a whole lot bigger rather than having a typical phone. Blah blah blah, enhanced security. But yeah. Ooh, $8 on top of the orders. But I have work tonight, so I'm not gonna do it this afternoon. But anywho, this is the iPad that I use for door dashing. And then this is the teeny tiny purse that I was talking about. Ooh, I should have opened it already. But yeah, this is a lifesaver. This is where I put all of my cards that I don't want to leave in my car every time I step out of it. I put cash in there too, and coins right here on the zipper, because there are areas where I deliver that requires me to put coins onto the parking meter. And then on this top thingy, I'm not even gonna open it. So this is where I put my phone, all the way down here. So I love this bag because this is my crossbody bag. I just hop in and out of the car with it already. I don't take it off sometimes, or when I feel a little bit more hip, I just turn it into a belt bag. So yeah, it's a little Kipling bag, a little monkey bag. Here we go again with those bags. Anywho, so that's what's inside my kit. And before I put them all back, here, let's just, there we go. I just almost lost my card there. So let's put this away. So this is what I do. I don't know about you guys, but this is my muggie. And if you don't have a muggie, you can also use these paper cup holders from the restaurants. And what I do is I already put this one inside my bag, or one of my bags. So that's how it looks like. And what I do is I fill it up with condiments. Let's just say, ketchup. Sorry. Ketchup. And then there's taco sauce. And then there's salt and pepper. And this is if you really do not have anything else. And there's my toothpicks. And let's just say you fill it up, And then I go ahead and throw in napkins and all that stuff in there too. So what I typically do is I just put the order on top of this. Let's see. Let's just say, let me grab this guy. Let's just say this combos is actually the order. I just put it on top of there. I close it with a bag. And then as soon as I get to the customer and they open it, I present them with their order. As soon as they take their order, I tell them, oh, go ahead and help yourself with the condiments. I've already made sure you got tissues in there, but please feel free to grab anything else that you might need. And then, oh, that's so thoughtful of you. And then they just grab it, no matter how much they need in there. And that's a 5-star rating, you guys. And it didn't really take that much. So, simple things that will help your customer out. It doesn't really take that much. These are free anyways. These paper cup holders are free anyways. It just holds the same way as the muggie will do. You don't even have to buy a muggie. Just put it underneath and it serves the same purpose. Just think of yourselves, or put yourselves in the customer's shoes, and what would you like, or what would you expect from a DoorDasher delivering your order. And that's what, that's how I thought about that. By accident, pretty much. So it's easy access. At the same time, it still keeps things organized. That's why I like the idea. So that's it for my DoorDash gear. And I kind of went overboard with the time here. But thank you so much for watching my video, and I do hope that you still stay tuned. I would try to post some vlogs whenever I'm doing door dashing or just shopping around. So yeah, please comment in the comments below, or the comments box below, if you have any further suggestions, if you think you have better ideas to tell me and share to everybody else who subscribed to me. Please copy and paste the link to your channel. That would help out a lot of dashers, a lot of the new dashers that are just like me when I was starting. I wish somebody had posted this video and would have saved me a lot of trouble and would have given me 5 stars early on during my trips. So yeah, thank you so much. Again, you are more than welcome to say anything in the comments box. Just nothing negative, you guys. Let's just stay positive. Don't comment anymore about my nails or how messy my room is. I already know that. So, so yeah, thank you so much, and happy dashing.